Glyn Trott, why are estate and letting agency suppliers so bad at selling their products to the industry? Talk to me.
I think you should focus on feature. This is what we do. So that opening conversation with an agent is, let me not hear your challenges and problems. Let me tell you the great features about my service, systems, whatever. And I think what they really, really miss is asking that question of agency: what is important for you? Why are you looking to make this change? And without actually asking those questions, you don't understand it.
Yeah, I see it all the time. Those bloody emails that come through from the NEG and Estate Agency Today, by the way, both great websites, by the way, and they've got to earn a month living with email offers saying this is what our product is and this is what it does, and and no wonder no one's going to be buying it.
Mm.
I find it interesting. Your product is both for estate and letting agencies, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. But have you noticed how letting agents bosses and estate agency bosses buy, act, and think completely differently?
Yes. Some will be very focused on the front end output competing with the agents next door. Others will be more interested in the back office, the efficiency, scalability, capacity.
Well, the first one was the estate agency bosses. The second one was letting agency bosses. You see, this is where I find it really strange with estate and letting agency suppliers, is that if you have a product which is both for letting agents and estate agents, you need to have a twin approach attack with your marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah? I'm sure you do this yourself.
Yep.
But the estate agency bosses are very macro, not micro, can't be doing with the minutiae, just want it basically plug and play, throw some money at it and get it sorted out. And they even make decisions quickly, don't they?
They do, but the two different profiles you talk about there, both usually focus on the same outcome, which is growth.
Yes, but they look at it in a different way. Whilst the letting agents are more detail-orientated, micro, they do take a lot of time to make a decision.
They do.
But once they do make the decision, they stick with you.
Yes, they do.
But fundamentally, both sets of marketing talk about this is what the product does.
Yeah. Whereas I think you really need to focus on the outcomes. Get down to those needs and desires of owners. Really say to them, right at this moment of time, what is your challenge? I use the 5 why. I just ask you why 5 times. So a good client of ours who sort of runs a franchise network, and we're just saying to them, why are you changing? And they were like, automation efficiency. Why is that? So our franchisees have more time. Well, why is that important to you? So they can focus on growing their business and be more successful. Well, why is that important? So they make more incomes. Okay, well, really come back to that why. So we attract more franchises. So just going from the start to the end on that 5 whys usually gets to, so what's really critical to you is your growth in your network. Right, can we focus on that? And we can come back to it. So most suppliers are going to talk about features and benefits, really get down to that nitty gritty, what's important.
Excluding yourselves at AgentOS, what firms out there are doing a good job at this with their marketing? PropTech, estate agency suppliers, do you think that's good marketing?
I think the firms that are telling their client stories, staying completely away, talking about themselves. So when you are really talking about your clients, their starting point with you and where they're at the moment and where they're going, that's really, as an agent, I'm a former agent, that's what I want to hear. If I go with you as a supplier, A, do I like you, do I trust you, and then actually, are you going to really make a difference to what I want?
It's interesting. There's a few suppliers out there that are doing testimonial videos, but they don't tend to work because testimonials aren't stories. But a classic story, I've seen a number of firms do this particularly well, where they do the classic story arc of why they set up the agency, why things are going really well and how that made them feel. And then, say 18 months ago, the complete opposite end of their tether, wasn't enjoying the job, hated the job. Let's use it for example. This is how I would sell a CRM system.
Yeah.
So you basically, why they set up the agency in the first place, why they loved it, why they were doing a great job, loved it, stick it to the bold boss. Things were going really well in 2005, 2010, 2015. It was brilliant. Then we get to 2018 and basically now it's shit and it's horrible. and it's crap, and don't not enjoy the
Need to
job and the
change.
staff. And again, the classic story is now, I know I need to make a change. I need a knight in shining armour. Yet, the biggest issues with, say, changing a CRM system, for argument's sake, is the hassle of swapping over, the cost, and losing data, which is probably your three biggest issues. So what happens is the person who's asking the story, the interviewer says, so challenges the agent on those
Yeah.
big points.
And almost the story is before you're making that decision. I'd focus on the story after.
No, we're not. Yeah, but hold on. That's the classic arc. Why they started to suck them in, then the drop down of basically hating the job. You then coming as a CRM provider or whatever prop tech solution you have. There will be 2 or 3 big pain point issues why someone won't swap CRM systems or whatever systems the supplier is selling, but you then nail those objections by the questioner asking the person who's already made the decision.
But maybe I'll completely turn it on its head and say, as an agent talking to me as a supplier, you've got this goal, this outcome. What is it you need me to do to help you get there?
I'm sorry, I have to disagree with you on that one because you're ruining the story, mate. Okay, stay with me on this one.
Okay.
Stop thinking like a bloody prop tech. Excuse my French. Beat that out. Prop tech supplier. Okay. The best person to sell your product is an estate agent.
Yeah.
So therefore, get the 3 biggest issues that are not selling your product, that are the objections to you selling your product to people. You ask those objections to the agent. Remember, this agent's already bought your product and is now 2 years later like a pig in poo. Yeah. But you ask those questions because I'm sure as a CRM supplier or any supplier watching this, there will always be some reasons why they shouldn't buy your product.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the person asking the question asks that of the agent. But surely sort data migration, and what happens is that they then defend their answer. It's a TripAdvisor effect.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, you'll believe someone on spending thousands of pounds on a holiday on some magic person
That you've never met.
But here's an agent sitting down defending his or her decision why they bought your prop tech, and then then the story back to redemption and happiness is now 18 months later. Where are we?
Yeah.
Like a pig in poo.
Have you seen that story on any video testimonies from prop tech suppliers?
What's that one?
The arc that you
It's classic story. No one ever does it though.
No one does,
because
it's
you're all
interesting.
bloody lazy and you ain't got time. You can't learn how to. Because you're all about sell the product,
Yeah.
buy me. It's like going into a bar and asking someone to marry you all the time.
Straight away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen anyone do those sort of videos?
Not in this industry, but you've seen a lot more in other industries, and particularly classically software as a services that are just focusing on that classic arc story.
Maybe we need to set a business up selling these sort of storytelling services to the prop tech industry as agency
I
suppliers.
think we're doing it here, aren't we? Because you're drawing the story out of me.
Of course I am. Isn't that interesting?
It is. And so I now need to transcribe it and then put it into my marketing video.
Well, I'll leave you with this one. We're actually teaching agents how to do this with vendors who went on the market, who basically, when they bought their house, they loved it. They went on the market with agent X, hated it. New agent came in, had to drop the price, twice the fee. Didn't feel happy about it, but now living in a new house, living like a pig in poo.
So now it's time to do it with the suppliers.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much.